Sir, there's a GC right there, Cliff.
Go.
It's piers. They got concrete piers and wood piers.
Yes,
Got
sir.
the checklist. Let's check out the checklist. We
Yes,
got
sir.
it for everything we need.
Yes, sir.
Right, you forget some things sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to outline, make sure you hit every single thing. What's the
Yeah.
foundation, plumbing, electric, painting,
Yeah.
flooring, everything. So you
Okay.
don't miss anything.
Okay.
You want to make sure you
Okay.
get all your checks.
Okay. Y'all want to introduce you guys to Cliff Hunter. Cliff is a world-renowned flipper. He actually flips. He's also a GC as well. He's a good contractor. When it comes to all of our renovations, all over the nation, you'll talk to this guy right here. What's good, baby? It's your boy Dale. I'm back in the saddle again. Our motto is to buy, build. We already bought it already, so we already own it, free and clear. Refinance to long-term debt, cash flow. That is the motto. Cliff, man, is that a pretty strong motto, man? What do you think?
Man, the model is strong. Like, you're getting each piece of the invest, right?
What it do, baby? It's your partners Cliff and Dale back in the saddle again for another edition of the Real Estate Friday Live, man. Cliff, how you doing, big time? What's going on with you, baby?
Man, doing good, doing good. You know, having
Man.
another good week, man.
For
It's busy,
sure.
so I'm blessed.
Oh, for sure. Now you're not gonna ask the question, did we get the bag?
Oh yeah, we got the bag this week. Real nice.
Yes, sir. We got a nice little bag, man, going on. It was good for me as well. You know, I'm in that cash flow bag. I'm negotiating 7 deals right now.
Mm.
One in the commercial real estate, one new construction, and one actually two new construction, and then I have about 3 or 4 international deals that I'm actually negotiating right now, man. So it's been a very, very, very busy partner for your mans in there, man. But yes, I did get the bag as well, man. Everything good, man. How's everything going with you and the family, man? Everything doing all right?
Yeah, everything's going good, man. Like I said, blessed, man. Very blessed. So can't complain about much, man. So I'm good. How's your family going?
Man, doing well, man. My daughter's getting ready she's getting ready for prom tomorrow, man. So pray for
Oh
your
wow.
boy, man. Man, this little boy
Yeah.
smitten by a
Yeah.
man. Just I mean, it's something, man. But man, let's go jump into it, Cliff, man. Your current boots on the ground, man. What's going on with the market, man? The current market announcement. Now we begin, man. What's going on with everybody? Talk to us.
Man, you know, the market it's still going sideways, right? So I haven't seen too much where it's going way up. I haven't seen too much where it's going way down. It's just kind of sitting there. Now, there's not much inventory. That's the big problem. When I run into people, when they're looking to buy homes, you start looking at the type of homes they're buying.
Yeah.
Anything below 400,000, which is the
Mhm.
median in America right now is about 400,000. Anything under that, it's moving. It's moving. That market has only slowed down about 25, maybe 30%. Above that, you probably have maybe a 60% decline. I mean, it's bad. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Doc. I get that as well. Also, man, what are you seeing from 350 and above? What are you seeing? Is it still hot over there? Is it still pretty hot in that area?
Yeah. If you're looking at 350 to about, let's say 550, 600,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of inventory, but not much. Not like there used
Gotcha.
to be. So
Okay.
I think that, man, this is what I'm calling this, right?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for the interest rates to change. I still think they're going to change here soon.
Mm.
When they do, I think you're going to see an interesting. I think you see house prices rise a little bit, but I think you'll see
Yeah.
a lot more inventory hit the market. So there's going to be a perfect time when rates drop,
Yeah.
inventory rises,
Uh-huh.
but home prices haven't responded yet.
So you really believe that they're really going to cut the rate still?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They have to. It's not, if not now, at some point. They have to cut rates.
So it went from 6 cuts down to 4 cuts. Now they're talking about 2 cuts. So they've not been truthful on the 6, or the 4, but they're going to be truthful on the 2. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, what I'm saying, they're going to cut rates. Like how many? I mean, you got to do the first 1 or 2 cuts to even see if you're going to do 3 and 4. So when you start saying 6, you got to get to 3 cuts before you start looking at 6 cuts. You know what I'm saying? They jumping too far ahead.
But this is what I mean by they're on some BS because of the fact that they are portraying 6. They were portraying 6 rate cuts before, at the beginning of the year. Now they're saying just 2. So can you really trust what they're saying or not?
Yeah, what they're doing is threats. They're not actually. They
Correct.
can manipulate the market through threats. So, for example, if somebody came out, here's a good example of what they're doing, right? If somebody
Okay.
came out and said, I said, hey, Dale, guess what? I got me a golden goose.
All right.
I got gold coming out all the time.
For sure.
If I was doing that in a large scale and I had tons of gold coming out on the market,
Yeah.
if when that news got through to the average person that there's somebody who can make their own gold, the price of gold would drop. I don't actually have to produce the gold. The threat that could exist. So the Fed's doing the same thing. They're saying that the threat of them lowering rates will actually cause the rates to be lowered. They're just using threats as a way to be able to change monetary policy.
So they're on some bullshit.
Oh yeah, they're just
Oh,
saying.
okay. They just said on some else bullshit. So what I'm saying is now let's walk through why I believe rates are going to go up,
Yeah.
not down. Because what is the definition of inflation? It is too much currency flowing to too few goods, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you have 2 parties involved. You have the Federal Reserve, the Fed, and the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, who has the power of the purse? The government does. So, and the Fed is trying to basically balance out the monetary policy, printing out stuff. Well, if one of the parties, the federal government, keeps printing more money over and over and over again, there's very little the Fed can do to curtail the spending. Am I right?
Oh yeah. I mean, if the government's printing it, you can't do much.
Got you. So that's what I mean by a market crash up or a rate increase up to 8%, because we all know that the federal government is not going to stop any printing at all.
Well,
They're
hold
not.
on. If printing money is going to cause inflation no matter what, then raise interest rates won't solve that problem.
I'm rocking with you. Now, this rate game is to control the psyche of the consumer. Understand that. But they're going to have to really do some drastic action if and when the government keeps on printing, because they're going to print some more money. They just passed $95 billion for foreign aid, not for anything in America. Foreign aid they haven't even finished spending the CHIP Act money. They haven't begun spending that money at all yet. That has not began at all. So that was what I think the CHIP Act was what, over $100 billion. I think it was in the trillions. The trillions. That money has not been spent yet. They just spent another $95 billion, and I'm being told you're gonna cut the rates twice. That isn't making logical financial sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's not. You think they're trying to solve that problem. That's one part of it. That
Okay.
is one part. The second
Okay.
part is you got 35 trillion debt, right?
Sure.
Okay. What's the monthly payment on that? $1
It's
trillion? You know what I mean?
1.7 trillion.
Right. So you spread over, whatever. So it's about 150 to $200 billion a month. A month
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
interest.
Sure.
If we
Sure.
cut interest rates, you can take that number down to maybe, let's throwing out a number, 100 billion. You may be able to cut it in half, the interest payment, because right now you're paying at higher interest.
So you factored in your solution, the government earmarking, right, tax revenue to begin paying down the debt. Is that what I'm hearing?
What I'm saying, it's Janet Yellen said this, right? It's about sustainability. If you're going to have that high interest rates,
Yeah.
then you're paying high monthly payments on that.
Sure.
So how long, if they raise interest rates like you're saying, so that would, instead of spending $200 billion a month, they'll spend 250. They'll spend 300.
Well, because
you see what I mean?
because of the fact that I say that because of the fact that Janet Yellen was in front of the Senate last week, We played it on the last Real Estate Friday on Friday, guys. If you don't believe me, go back and see it. We talked about what they were doing was she was pitching tax on unrealized gains as a way to drive in more revenue for the government. So again, nothing at all about curtailing spending. It's about taxing the consumer more, which means you have to raise. And they're talking about right now in this new budget that the Biden administration is talking about. He's trying to raise I think the capital gains, I believe, from like, I think it's what, 37%?
He said
like
something
34%.
Something
Like
wild. I mean,
44%. Like what the? So what I'm saying is that type of fruit lends to me logically. There is no way they can actually, from a responsible standpoint, lower the rates, because the government is not going to at all stop the spending, which is going to drive up inflation even more. And if you want to tax people even more at a higher percentage, there's going to be no money flowing through the system at all. It didn't make any sense fiscally.
No, I mean I think they're just talking. They talking. They're never gonna get it through. You have to pass a lot of bills, all that kind of stuff. That ain't gonna happen. Now, I think with the interest rates, my point is to say, if not now, then tomorrow, someday they got to cut. Ain't no doubt. There's no doubt they're gonna have to cut at some point. The reason why rates are high is because they're restrictive.
Okay.
So the second they're not restrictive anymore, that you don't need restriction, they're going to ease, because probably where they should be is probably about a point to a point and a half lower. That's where they like to be.
But what's originating the restriction? Excessive printing. So if you don't solve the excessive printing, and then you actually have the threat of a higher taxation, there ain't gonna be no money flowing through the system. I wouldn't put my money through that, would you?
Well, then so you're gonna see less velocity on money. We've already seen that, right?
Sure.
You saw the print that came out today that we're saying lower GDP numbers. They had to redo jobs numbers that we actually are. I think they may even say we're in a deficit. That because they come up with these numbers. All y'all who listening, they'll come out with numbers that say 2 million jobs created or 500,000 jobs created. What you don't pay attention to is a month or two later, they'll come back and go, we got it wrong. It wasn't 200,000 jobs. It was 100,000 jobs. We are 50% wrong. They do that all the time.
I mean, come on. And then most of those jobs are made because of the excess printing on government, and most of those jobs are government jobs. We got to stop playing this game and stop wishing and hoping, and really begin to factually say, wait a minute, we are in some trouble. We are in some trouble if we don't stop this printing, and they're not going to stop the printing at all. You agree?
Yeah. The problem is we adopted a new kind of money system, man. It's a bunch of stuff they trying that don't work, and now we stuck in this position where we got a lot of debt. We paying a lot of money on the debt. Everything costs too much.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this. So and I know when you buy a house, they tell you how much you're going to end up paying for the whole 30 years.
For sure.
And it's usually double.
Yeah.
So if the average house is $400,000, that means the average person is paying $800,000.
Ooh.
Think about that, Dale. The average person has to pay $800,000 over 30 years. These are ridiculous, which means we playing funny money games now.
There we go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. Yes, sir. Yes. Most individuals that I talk to today, they're really concerned about the economy, specifically the volatility of it. Now, the area of their concerns really centers around the variable of inflation. And inflation right now is really outpacing people's wages, number one. And number two, it's beginning to affect their 401k and IRAs because their retirement accounts are connected or intertwined with the stock market. Over the years, I've been fairly successful in real estate investing. Currently, I own about $35 million worth of real estate under management. And also my partner and I have been able to build our private equity and venture capital firm to about $1.2 billion worth of assets under management. Now, this success has taken place in up or down economies. Now, whenever there's volatility in the market, opportunities begin to show up. There are 3 investment strategies that, if implemented the correct way, any investor can go from 0 to 6 figures in the next 6 to 12 months. Click on the link below or swipe up and let's talk through these strategies. Now, Cliff, man, let's jump into the topic today, man, which is real estate versus crypto, man. I've always asked a lot of the times, Cliff, is what's a better investment? What's a better investment, crypto or real estate? And there's a lot of multimillionaires that in real estate. There's a lot of multimillionaires that are actually in cryptocurrency. And so there, and we'll play a video in a second concerning he's a billionaire in real estate. His name is Michael Saylor. All right, he says crypto beats every single asset out there. So therefore, before we do that, Cliff, do me a favor real fast, man. Define for people what it, and be very simple as possible. What is cryptocurrency for the novice person?
I mean, in the simplest way, it's computer money.
Computer money. Go a little deeper. Computer money that does what?
So think, I mean, it's just that's in the simplest terms, that's what it is, right? I mean, everybody you got dollars, right? This is just the dollar online.
Okay.
It's a way to be able to exchange money or currency, whatever you want to call it, right? Exchange your money with another person simply. So everybody's done a wire before. We've had to wire money in for something
Sure.
for some reason or another. This is just all this is a wire.
Okay.
Crypto is mainly used just a wire. So if I need to send you $5, it's easy for me to go on, buy Bitcoin, get your address, and send you $5. Boom, you're gonna see it pop up in Bitcoin.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just saying there's a couple different, use cases for it, depending on what you're trying to do.
Gotcha. So is there any, when it comes to cryptocurrency, is it, because I know when it comes to regular currency, there is a kind of a central banking type of scenario. Is that the exact same thing in cryptocurrency?
Nah. So crypto, you see all the different like cryptocurrencies. There's a bunch of them, right?
Yeah.
The reason why is you can make them up. Anybody can create. You can go online and make up your own crypto right now if you want to. Now, there's certain ones that have, they're the big ones, right? Bitcoin. The reason why everybody likes Bitcoin is because the person who made it up, he basically gave no more access to it, so you can't manipulate it. Not even he can manipulate it.
Wow.
All the other coins can be manipulated. Somebody can go in and change it. Bitcoin, nobody can change it. Basically, the guy created it and threw away the key.
Okay. Interesting. So what you're saying is no one has control over cryptocurrency. Nobody.
Over
the exchange
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay, Bitcoin. So now you're saying that anyone can create a coin, is that right?
Right. Yep.
So what drives the value on what is valuable in the cryptocurrency space or not?
Demand for it. So Bitcoin, I mean, basically like crypto is, like I said, it's just a computer. So you can have currency do different stuff, right?
Okay.
So for example, if I send you money, we could create a crypto that verifies that you are you, like that this is going to the correct bank account, that this is going to the correct account, right? So you can code it to do different stuff, right? So it's manipulatable money, and so that's mainly the use case of it. You can make it up and make up your own money that does certain things, whatever you need it to do.
Now, is cryptocurrency guarded from any litigation?
No, we just saw that with who SBX, is that his name?
Yeah, Sam Bankman-Fried. Yeah, I got you.
He in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's in jail because of fraud. What I'm saying is, if you're doing stuff, if you get a divorce, something like that, hypothetically, and my question is, can someone legally go after your cryptocurrency?
Yes, I mean it's on your taxes.
Really?
When you file your taxes, it's filed on your taxes. It has a place for crypto.
Wow, I never saw that at all.
So they're going to ask you, you have to, if you were to go through a court proceeding, list your assets. Right?
And crypto is one of the
that's one of the assets. That's not an asset you own, right? If you're not honest about that, so yeah.
Interesting. Now, what's the difference between crypto and real estate?
Oh man, that's a lot of, Crypto is only as good as the people who want it, right?
Mm.
It's only as good. If everybody wants Bitcoin, then Bitcoin is useful. If nobody wants Bitcoin, it don't. Real estate's not like that. Everybody needs a house. You know what I mean? Wait till it starts raining. You're gonna run inside. You can't run under your Bitcoin.
There you go. Gotcha. Here's my thought process, guys, on cryptocurrency. I'm not opposed to it at all, and we'll go into tax saving strategies using crypto as well in a second, also. So don't go nowhere. Um, here's my thing on that is I view cryptocurrency as the stock market on steroids. It's decentralized away from government. Now the government actually has passed some type of legislation to kind of control it. And I think they're trying to pass some type of thing. And I don't know this to be a fact, but I would not be surprised if there's going to be some type of taxation in place. Hence the reason why you have Secretary Yellen talking about taxing unrealized gains. That's just not predicated upon the stock market. You're looking at the real estate, cars, cryptocurrency, you name it, it's up in there. They're trying to get as much as they can out of that. The reason why I own any crypto? No. My partners do. I have partners in other places of the earth internationally, as well as Cliff. Cliff owns some crypto. He's very astute in this area. For me, crypto is kind of like the wild wild west. If someone today could say, I'm gonna use an example, Cliff's coin is valuable. Well, someone can say tomorrow it's not, and all of a sudden you lost your ass, right?
Hmm.
It's kind of the wild wild west. It's really driven on someone else's opinion.
Yeah, it's you right. I mean, you could think of it like the stock market. The difference is you're like, well, isn't the stock market more stable? Yeah. The reason why is it's every one of those stocks has been vetted. They have to file with the SEC. There's legalities involved with that, right?
Sure,
Someone has vetted them. This is a
sure.
legit company that operates correctly. Cool. So the odds of it failing are low. A crypto, if anybody can make it up, it can go to zero tomorrow.
Yes, it
Nobody vetted
could.
it. Nobody knows
Well,
about
yes,
it.
it could.
You know what I
Yes, it
mean?
could. Yes, it could, man. So I see that kind of I'm a person when I invest on, okay, when crap hits the fan, right? How
Hmm.
am I secure? And crypto, if I was to buy crypto, it'd be something like a Bitcoin or well established cryptocurrency. A lot of my partners own a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of it, a ton of it. Um, but for me, even with crypto, Bitcoin is not stable because of the fact that it has the name. It was the first one out of the gate, so everybody kind of trusts it. It's kind of like the mainstay. It's kind of like I would say the Apple or the Microsoft of cryptocurrency. Just like Apple and Microsoft are really mainstays when it comes to the stock market. Would you agree, Cliff?
Yeah. And like I said, the reason why Bitcoin, it has two reasons, Rod, right? One is it has mass adoption, and number two is the fact that the person who created it threw away the key. So it's non-manipulatable. We can only use Bitcoin, and I know, and nobody manipulated this because there's no one else who can have access to it to change it,
Now,
right?
now, are we sure he threw away the key?
Put it this way: if he didn't, he worth multiple $1 billion right now, and he
Oh,
hasn't
easy,
taken it out yet. So,
easy work. So here's the question: people want to know: Are you and I on our opinion? What's a better investment, real estate or crypto?
oh,
What do you think?
real estate,
Why you say real estate?
because it actually exists.
Mm,
You know what I
mm,
mean? Like it actually exists. And uh, like I said before, if it starts raining, you can't hide underneath crypto.
mm-hmm,
You know what I mean?
mm,
You need a house. Everybody needs a house. So it has more utility. Like to me, I'm an investor that invests in utility. People need to have a place to live, right?
correct,
Different stuff that
correct,
people need that improves their life.
correct.
Bitcoin unto itself, if Bitcoin didn't exist, would your life change? Would it be this big change that,
No,
right? It
no.
doesn't have a utility. It's not even
Mhm.
a service, right? it basically is just peer-to-peer exchange of value. What I find it as is not necessarily a holder of value. It can hold a little
Hmm.
value. You might want to put a little bit and hold it a little bit of it, but it really doesn't have value into itself. To me, I'd rather have real estate. What it
Agree.
is the
Agree.
ability to wire money around the world without
Yes.
government involvement. I can send it to somebody in Nigeria, Argentina,
Yeah.
anywhere I want to, and I can do it without the government, and I can do
Yes, you
it
can.
quickly.
Yeah. I miss I miss B. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. It says in a digital world, being able to secure a currency on or payment online is crucial. I agree. If your transaction is predicated to being online, so I agree with that 100%. And so, as Cliff was saying, if you want less government involvement, less government manipulation, do crypto for sending payments. Right? I'll use crypto for short term things. Would you agree, Cliff?
Yeah, I mean, they each have their use case. Like I see what he's saying about, it has a security to it.
Mm-hmm,
So does
mm-hmm,
your bank.
mm-hmm.
Your bank has security too. You
Yeah,
know, the only, like I said, it doesn't. It's just another form. To me, holding it. The problem is if you go to the store, you want to buy, I don't know, some food, and it's $1. You know it's $1, Dale. It's
yeah.
hey, I go up this place up the street, it's $1.
Mm-hmm,
The problem is if that was measured in Bitcoin, you can go
mm-hmm.
up tomorrow and it's 1 Bitcoin. You can go the next day, it's 2 Bitcoins. You can come back, it's half a Bitcoin. It's not
Correct.
steady.
Yeah, it's not steady at all. Period. So what you're saying is, Cliff is, and I agree that there is not any security when shit is the fan. At least when it comes to real estate, there's something tangibly backing it. Now we're
Mhm.
gonna go to some strategies here in a second, guys, to where when you kind of combine crypto with real estate, now you got a great monster in a good sense of how things can really go, man. It is just I would just say when it comes to I'll say real estate is the better investment as well because it's something that you can leverage, something that you can pass on, something that will survive a crash. If crypto crashes, you SOL. If the market crashes around real estate, you have something tangible that people they're still gonna need the house. So it's something tangible like food. It's something that you can lean back on heavily. Would you agree, Cliff?
Yeah. I mean, real estate, that's what it is. It's real. It's something tangible. And man, it's got everything into it. That's what I'm not real estate's not just better, it's almost the best
Yeah,
investment you can have because it's not only do you get the value in it, you hold wealth, you can get
yeah,
cash flow from it, and you get
yeah.
tax deductions. So
Correct. Yeah, correct. Whether you are a seasoned or novice investor, we all know that with uncertain times or volatile times, that creates opportunities. Now, with these new opportunities, only the implementation of the correct strategies will separate that average investor from that great investor. There are three strategies that, if implemented the right way with the correct team around you, any investor can go from 0 to 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures in the next 12 to 24 to 36 months. Click on the link below or swipe up and let's talk through these strategies. Now, Cliff, let's dive into the real estate investment counter move, guys. There is a lot of tax saving strategies when you combine crypto with real estate. Would you agree, Cliff?
there's some unique opportunities.
Ooh, Cliff, give him one of them, Doc. Cliff loves this one. He's going to talk about. He loves this one, and it's powerful. Tell him about one of the strategies, Cliff.
So I mean, the good thing about real estate is you can get strong dividends, which is cash flow, rents.
Yes,
You can get all
yes,
that coming through. But if you can convert that into crypto,
yeah,
now you allow it to be distributed easily around the world, right?
yeah,
It's a very easy, simple process to distribute. People can hold it, and the best part is the person who owns a piece of your company. Let's say you have a house, or let's say an apartment complex, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
If 10 people own it, you get your dividend or your money, your crypto. It goes up. You get paid in it. You can convert it to dollars.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm done with it. I want to sell it. I would have to go on the market and find different people. But if I own the crypto of it, I could just sell it to Dale. Say, hey Dale, yeah, you want to own this piece of real estate? It's 30 grand. You could pay it right now. I'll give it to you for 29. It cash flows every month. You can even track the cash flow. If Dale's like, yeah, it sounds good, man. I'll wire it to you today. We can do a deal today and I can sell my shares. Like Dale said, it's almost like the stock market. You can convert your real estate to a stock market type of investment.
You can. He's talking about something like tokenization.
Right.
You can actually take an investment in real estate, tokenize it, digitize it, and sell it as shares for one property, so that several people can actually own said property. It's kind of um, uh, like a stock. So real estate can be kind of like a stock itself, to where several people actually own the stock of that real estate. Right? You can generate those returns, which is great. But at the exact same time, how's it to save you on taxes? Well, that return is coming to you in the form of crypto. So you have it. There's no capital gains taxes on it yet. Now, how you can kind of mitigate those taxes is, guys, you can actually take a loan against your cryptocurrency. They lend against cryptocurrency, literally,
Mm-hmm.
and you can monetize it to where you can create debt out of it, right? Create debt out of it to where even if there is a capital gain, the debt itself eats up all those taxes, so to speak. Cliff, would you agree, Cliff?
Yeah. Yeah. So exactly, you get all the different um, uh, upsides of how the taxes work because it's real estate. So you get when they depreciate it and do all that kind of stuff, man, you get everything. So it's a good it's a good way to be able to combine it. The problem is how you tokenize it, right?
Yes.
Having that system down, saying,
Yes.
hey, now I got a piece of real estate. How do I
Yes.
tokenize it and then create a system so that I can get investors to buy it?
Correct. 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 The key thing, guys, if you don't do this the right way, you can get your behind handed to you. So if you do begin to kind of merge cryptocurrency with real estate, guys, make sure you have good, wise counsel around it that knows the digital space and the system to set it up. Because if not, it will destroy you. It will.
Mm,
It's the same as if it comes to the stock market. If you have someone that does not know that area well, that can destroy you as well. So invite in wise counsel to be able to help you get this all set up. But I've seen big companies tokenize their real estate and raise capital that way.
mhm.
I've seen it, and they've raised millions. Cliff, you agree?
Yeah, if you have a system, the big boys probably have it in house. What they did was probably hired what 2 or 3 developers in house,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they just do everything through that. And now they big because when you're big, it's better in real estate. It's much better because you can. It's easy to manage a large portfolio of real estate,
it
but
is.
when you're small, you're paying almost the same price as someone who manages the big ones.
Correct. 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 So again, just different strategies, guys, for you to begin to use cryptocurrency. Now, if you have a lot of cryptocurrency as well, also, and you want to begin to invest in real estate, you can. Why not take a loan against your cryptocurrency and invest in the real estate? You do it that way as well. Also, you've created debt, right? Typically, they give you anywhere from 60 to 65% of the loan to value of your cryptocurrency. Take that money, go invest it. If you really want to be sexy with it, really sexy with it, you can do a couple things with you, but I won't get too complex. You could kind of combine cryptocurrency with life insurance and then leverage out of it as well. So you created debt twice, but the money is in a life insurance, so it's making you a good amount of return, which offset the cost of the loans you got from getting the cryptocurrency. It's that simple, guys. Not
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. What the creative way that I'm looking at, man, that this is the genius parts. It's what businesses do.
Yeah.
When they sell shares of a company, they go up to 100% of the value, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that in real estate. They usually
Mm,
some equity there. So if you have
correct.
a rental property and it's let's say your loan is 100,000 and it's worth 200,000,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What if you were to sell $100,000 or let's say $50,000 of that equity? You
Okay.
would keep 50% as ownership, and then you would take
Ah,
50,000. You can now sell that,
yes, you can.
and now you would get paid the 50,000 because you would sell those shares to the open market,
Correct.
and then
Correct.
you would just when
Correct.
the dividend comes in, you just give away half of it. But at least you got that 50,000 out that you can go reinvest that how you want. If you figure out that strategy, Now you're doing it.
Got a comment said that tokenization process is what gives crypto value because it requires high levels of mathematical and programming cryptography knowledge. Everyone can relate to crypto with value and utility. I agree. I agree 100%, brother. What this guy just said is spot on.
You can't anybody can create. It's not that difficult to do.
You believe it's easy to do?
Yeah, you can create a crypto today.
No,
You know,
he's talking about tokenization.
well, yeah. Tokenization requires because you have to get a lawyer involved, right? You have to
Oh
create,
yeah.
have converted over to um, how it gets wrapped up in all the documents and everything like that.
Hmm.
So, but yeah. So crypto, yeah, it has value in that sense that it brings the stock market to the local level.
Sure,
So
it
yeah,
does.
but in itself, it doesn't. It doesn't really do anything. If the stock market let you, you would do it that way too.
I agree. I agree 100% with that as well. I mean, this has been a healthy type of discussion. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was surprised that Cliff said real estate. I thought you were gonna say crypto.
Nah.
So you thought you were gonna say crypto, man. And I know he's a real estate guy, appraiser GC, and he's made a lot of money in real estate. But hey, Cliff love him some crypto. He love him some crypto. What?
Well,
Love some crypto.
it's good for what it is because you can buy it, you can hold it. It does a lot of good things for you.
It
But
does.
the problem is that when does it become a utility that people use in their daily life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to do. So to
Very
me,
tough.
I say it's cool. It's great, but it hasn't grown up yet. We haven't found a use case for it. To me, it'll be a use case when the banks pick it up. When you have a bank account that also includes crypto, and the banks allow you to, then it'll be something different.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. My man said I wouldn't choose one or the other. I want a roof over my head and the bed sleeping. Hey, man, brother. Me too. I like my
That's right.
bed, player.
Right.
Yeah, I like my bed. Yes,
You like it
sir.
heated. You like a heated house, don't you?
Like a heated house, y'all. Guys, man. Um, just let you guys know, man. Cliff has an appraisal. We always ask, how can you determine what the value of a property is, whether it be as is or ARV? Well, the good thing about it is you have a licensed appraiser actually on the screen right now. That's Cliff, the one that has the Mavericks hat on. Cliff, he's a licensed appraiser in Texas. But the good thing about it is he has the ability to go nationwide if need be, and that is key when it comes to appraising, guys. Those that buy real estate a lot of the times, the one thing you cannot control is an appraisal. Not saying you can control Cliff at all, period. That's not what I'm saying at all, period. The exact time you need to make sure that you're hiring a good one because a lot of them suck. A lot of them are trash. No disrespect, but it is what it is. Am I right, Cliff?
Well, I mean, it's everybody's gonna have their certain areas you try to have your discipline in, right?
Sure, sure.
And so the difference between me and a lot of other appraisers, I would say, is if you were to ask them, how many houses have you bought? How many houses have you flipped? How
There
many
we
times you
go.
put your money on the line based on the value of the property selling? I've done that. So I have
Correct,
experience not only appraising houses, but having brought up my own properties, buying and selling my own deals.
correct,
So I got real world experience doing it. It's not just academic to me.
correct. And also, we also ask guys to where, how can we train on real estate investing and some even on crypto. I mean, Cliff knows more crypto than I do in a second, so I'll lean back on that. Um, we have something called the Cash Flow Club, guys, and it's $99, and you get on demand training all the time with me and Cliff training on this as well. Also, because we don't know when you're available, when our schedules can align, so we created an on demand training as well. But also, I said it when it comes to the appraisal on the appraisal as well. Is you're getting training from a licensed appraiser. One of the courses is how to buy and flip your first house in 90 days. In 90 days, guys. That is Cliff. That's what Cliff actually does. He does it that way as well also. So not only do you get access to an appraiser, you also get access to the training, the methodology, the license training that myself as well as Cliff actually has. So if you guys need any appraisal stuff, go to appraisal.com, and also guys scan the QR code or click on the link below, guys, when it comes to the Cash Flow Club. If you want to say anything about that at all, man,
Yeah, let me give you a shout out right quick, man. You also
I'll
get
let him.
information from Dale, right? Man, I've seen Dale do some big deals, some complicated deals. You know what I mean? Doing portfolios. new construction. He's starting to do that. So you get somebody who's doing a lot of deals, understands the financing, understands the ins and out. Man, you get the opportunity to be able to speak with him, learn all this kind of stuff that he's doing, and teach you at least how to not only help you find out what the value is, but go to deal and teach you how to finance it and do the rest of it, man. So you're getting both.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Go to 100person.com or click on QR code. Also below, if you're on all platforms but Instagram, you can see the link in my bio. Click on the link right down there, guys, and it's right there the exact same time. Also, guys, real quick, also, guys, here is we do have a sponsor as well. It is American Rounds, guys. Again, the first AI-powered ammo vending machine in your grocery store. Guys, we have orders, Cliff, for 1,000 machines in 1,000 stores. We're so back ordered, guys. We have to deliver 100 by the end of this year. I believe 100 by the end of this year, and we won't begin on the other 200 till first of next year. And the stores are saying, "Yo, I want in. We will wait." It is crazy what's going on, guys. I am an owner of this company as well, guys. They are a sponsor. So here we go, guys. Learn more about American Rounds. Here we go.
American Rounds. We are in Pell City, Alabama at Fresh Value grocery store installing the first ever automated retail machine for ammunition. The stores were really the inspiration for it. I mean, they knew their customer base and they came to us and thought this would be a really good opportunity for their customer base. There's a lot of hunting community here in Pell City and thought that their customers would love an opportunity to be able to buy ammunition here at the store.
We're super excited to offer, what we think is the first ammo kiosk. We're always looking for ways to give our customer another reason to come visit our stores. Anything that we can do to help them make their shopping trips easier based on the feedback that we've gotten just from customers today. They are so excited about us having the ammo kiosk.
We're getting ammo!
One of the ways we're changing the landscape of ammunition sales is to make it more available. Being able to move into a place like a grocery store, supermarket makes it a lot more available to the public. But we're taking a different approach to it. Traditionally, ammunition is sold at outdoor type stores, your sporting goods stores, and it just sits on a shelf. It's very accessible. Because of that, there's a high rate of theft. But with our machines, as you can see here, we have a very secure automated retail machine. We're able to age verify. We scan a driver's license and then takes 360 facial recognition for the purchase and matches it to the ID. So the machines really provide an opportunity for safe, affordable, and available ammunition sales.
There is no doubt that foot traffic will increase based on the feedback that we've gotten. And again, we're super excited not only to have it here, but in other locations in Fresh Value as well.
We're really excited about where we're going. We are going to continue to expand here in Alabama. We have a machine slated to go into Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas. So over the next year, we're looking forward to, seeing these roll out all throughout the South and the Southeast.
Guys, that's American Rounds, man. American Rounds. Go to all platforms at American Rounds. Look us up. See what's going on with it as well, guys. Man, this is just, we are changing the game. AI is changing the game, Cliff, and I have never seen so much excitement behind this product, man. It's just been, I'm floored, bro. I'm floored. I'm floored. But hey, it is what it is, Cliff. You want to say anything, man, for before we end, brother?
Man, you already know. You one deal away from changing everything. So, you'd be surprised what you could do with one house. My first house flipped it, I think I made about 24,000 on that one, man. So you'd be amazed what you could do with your first deal, your second deal, your third deal. So, man, just stay with us, learn a little bit, man. You can go pretty far.
Again, one deal away. Before we get off, Cliff, the first deal you ever did, how much did you make?
I think it was about 24,000.
24,000, the first deal you ever made. Did that change your life?
Oh man, it changed my it changed the real thing that changed my life was that because there was a rental property. Was I bought it, I rehabbed it in like 2-3 weeks. It wasn't a crazy rehab, it was like 15,000, right? Nothing crazy. The day we had finished, I put it out on Craigslist to rent it, and that day somebody put like $2,000-$3,000 in my pocket. That day. So I went from buying the house to 3 weeks later putting money in my pocket.
Yes,
And I
sir.
got money every single month after that. And I was like, man, this is amazing.
Yes, so the first deal I ever made, mine was smaller. I made $3,500 in college, and it was a wholesale deal. Now, and when you're in college, you are broke. So
Mm.
that's a big deal. So drinks were on me that night. The second deal I made 10,000. Third deal I made 26,000.
Mm.
And on and on and on. Now own a pretty big portfolio. We do. I said that, guys, is when Cliff says that you're one deal away from changing your life. Look at that, $3,500 on my side, 24,000 on Cliff's side. And look at the context of when that money was made. I was in college. Cliff was younger as well. That's life-changing money. And if you want to change your life to adjust for what's going on right now in the economy, where things are not coming down as far as price, but they're going to keep going up. So you have to make more money. You have to create a side hustle. Now's your time to create a side hustle. So guys, like when we say you guys are one deal away, you're one deal away, guys. Well, guys, man, thank you so much for your time. God bless you. You know how we end it every single time because we look better than you before you leave. And while you can, you see that thing, me in my Carolina blue, and you see your boy Cliff in the Mavericks blue hat and that hat right there. Take that damn picture and give it to your mom and them. How did you about to see you guys next week? Peace.
Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Big God, big grace.